YouTube! Smash that like button, man. Y'all already know what it is. Back again with another War in Cali reaction. Subscribers free, stop playing with me. I'm not gonna lie. Gang. It's like my third time trying to record this motherfucker video. And that shit got me in my motherfucker. That shit getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna cap. But it's like number 3. We're gonna test it out. We gonna get right into it, man. I fuck with the War in Cali Jones. The reason why I got 1,000 plus subscribers, man. So we gonna knock this out. We gonna get right into it. Y'all ready? Let's get it.
Welcome back to another episode of War in Cali. In this episode, I'm gonna detail the story of OG Pretty Boy from the Rollin 60 Crips.
This is about as
Pretty
far
Boy
as I
was born
got
Leo
all
Victor
the
Smith
time.
on June 8th,
So we doing good so
in New
far.
Orleans, Louisiana, but he would later move as a child and grow up in Los Angeles, California.
Alright.
Pretty Boy first settled on the east side of South Central, living on 76 in Wadsworth, which would be the same street that Crip founder Raymond Washington would live on. This would be in the 70s, and by this time, Raymond Washington's name was already ringing, and he was already known around Los Angeles
You're a big
as
dog.
being the leader of the Crips. The Crips were a gang becoming larger than life, with Crips that's popping up all over Los Angeles by this time. Pretty Boy
What
gang.
the fuck? Look at this nigga eyes, bruh. Look like he got eyeliner in his motherfucking shit. This motherfucker like a baby doll, bro. That's crazy. No Diddy. But this nigga here look like a baby doll, bruh. That's him when he was little? Get the fuck out of here.
Good relationship with Raymond Washington.
How a
He would see
nigga
him
like
every
that?
day. And Raymond being a lot older, he would look out for Pretty Boy in different
Yeah,
situations. Like Pretty Boy firing a weapon and accidentally shooting a gun at his neighbor's window. His neighbors tried to fight him, but Raymond stopped that situation, saving Pretty Boy from his older neighbors.
Okay.
Raymond Washington would have a major impact on Pretty Boy, and he would admire Raymond off several factors, like him being fearless and the respect he demanded, which Pretty Boy would later win in life. Pretty Boy would later move from the east side and move to the west side of South Central on 67 and Western, which is known as the Rollin 60 Crips turf. Pretty Boy would attend
Rollin'.
74th Street Elementary.
No disrespect. Every time I hear that shit, bruh, the motherfucker meme come in my head, bruh. But female, she just calling out sex and shit like that. She rolling. But no disrespect. You know what? I'm gonna stop doing that shit, dog. I'm just gonna stop. Just gonna stop doing that shit altogether, dog.
Where he would meet several lifelong friends who
Yo,
would later
yeah.
embark on a life of crime, becoming Rollin 60 Crip members. Some of Pretty Boy childhood friends would include people like Shyster, Mumpy, Doe-Eye, Moncrief, Babyface,
Those some motherfucking
Pieface,
hell
and
of a
Joe Rat, among
nicknames.
others.
Shyster.
A lot of these guys would go on to
Grumpy.
be mentioned an A-Tray Gangsta Crip member.
Niggas like the Gangstas.
Pretty Boy would go on to attend Horace Mann Middle School around 1973, where he would start being active in the gang lifestyle. He would meet other major Crip founder, Tookie Williams. He would take a lot of things he learned from the OGs and use them to become, what he would say, striving to be number one in the streets.
Alright.
Going to Horace Mann Middle School, Pretty Boy and several of his friends would later become friends with a lot of kids from another community on the area of the west side of South Central that also became well known, being known as the A-Tray Gangsta Crips. Pretty Boy would have a good relationship with many legendary figures from the A-Trays, like Big Sidewinder, Hunchy, and Baycut, among others.
These niggas got some hella fire
Pretty Boy would
names,
even become close
bro.
friends with legendary A-Tray Gangster member, Monster Cody's older brother.
Alright.
Monster Cody and Pretty Boy would even become good friends themselves.
That's hard.
They would even commit robberies together and gangbang on people. Both communities had a lot of kids from both areas, and with their territories being so close, both sides would grow with each other. Kids from the Rollin 60s and kids from the A-Tray Gangsters turf had a brotherly relationship.
Okay.
But by 1979, that brotherly relationship would take a major turn for the worse.
Well, what the fuck happened, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Well, sit your black ass down and we finna get ready to find out. What the fuck?
March 8th,
It's always
1979,
something, bruh.
several Rollin 60s and A-Tray Gangsta Crips would meet up to fight to get a dispute squashed. But a simple fight would lead to what we know as one of the most dangerous gang rivalries in LA history. This fight led to Tyrone, a teenage member of the Rollin 60 Crips, being shot by a new recruit of the A-Tray Gangsta Crips.
By a
Him
new
being shot
nigga.
would cost Tyrone his life. And this wouldn't be the end of it. The Rollin 60's wanted revenge for Tyrone, who was OG Big Rick's little brother. Big Rick was a highly respected member of the gang. The 60's and the A-Trays relationship was so close until that point that the 60's didn't want war with the A-Trays. They just wanted to kill the new recruit. The A-Trays barely knew the new recruit and couldn't get the 60's the info they wanted. The Rollin 60's would take this as disrespect and felt that the A-Trays was not trying to give up the new recruit. And this would spark a crazy rivalry that will last to this current day. There has been over 40 years of war.
Still to this
what made
day?
this war so crazy when it first started was many friends were turned rivals, just off their gang affiliations.
That's
Meaning
crazy.
the people who grew up together and loved each other, going to war, trying to shoot each other, and kill each other.
That's crazy.
September 27th, 1979, the Rollin 60's and the A-Trays have been mortal enemies. They've killed over 20 of my homies, and we've killed over, I'm sure, 27, 28, 9 of them.
What made the A-Train 60 war so bad, everyone at the start of the war were friends. They even knew where most of each other lived. This made a lot of ex-friends give each other passes, but this wouldn't last long, and back and forth shootings would take over. Pretty Boy would go on to go to Crenshaw High School, but he would take his street life more serious than anything. He would gain the name Pretty Boy after mobster Pretty Boy Floyd, with Pretty Boy known for watching mob movies and also being known for using his gun. Pretty Boy, by many accounts, and even according to Mustard Cody, Pretty Boy was fiercely loyal to his hood and willing to do anything for the Rollin 60's. This meant engaging in several shootouts and shootouts in honor of his gang. He would even engage in several shootouts with one's friend turned rival, Mustard Cody, on multiple occasions, like a shootout at Jesse Owens Park, which Mustard Cody and his group would shoot at Pretty Boy and his crew. Pretty Boy wanted revenge, would go back shooting at the A-Trays.
This nigga here, dog. This nigga here, bruh. This nigga was out. This nigga was a gangster. From what I'm hearing so far, this nigga was a gangster. But this nigga here, bruh. Nigga look like he supposed to be in the band with motherfucking Rick James or some shit. Nigga Prince or some shit, dog. Like he play guitars or shit, bruh. This crazy, bruh.
So this back and forth shooting led to a crazy situation. With his reputation, Pretty Boy name would be brought up in a lot in the streets, like the death of teenage A-Tray gangster member, Twinkie, who died in 1980.
Hellified nickname.
The autobiography of a LA gang member that came out in 1993, Cody states, Pretty Boy car was seen at the scene of Twinkie's death, minutes before he died. Pretty Boy name would be ringing in the 60s. By 1980, and Mustard Cody himself in his book would say Pretty Boy was involved in Twinkie's death. Mustard Cody would state in his book that Pretty Boy was one of the biggest threats to the A-Tray Gangstas. He was on their most wanted list. By December of 1980, Mustard Cody would be ambushed and shot at the Western Surplus. The name coming up who did it would be Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy would later be picked up for shooting Mustard Cody, and Mustard Cody would say Pretty Boy didn't do it from his book.
It's hectic. I've been shot 7 times. I've been shot 6 times by Rollin 60's. 6 times at once.
But many would beg to differ. And this and other shooting charges would lead to Pretty Boy being sent to county jail, then later prison. Pretty Boy would receive 27 years to life, and he would serve 32 years in prison.
Damn.
Going to prison, Pretty Boy would see how different everything was from the streets. He went from shooting at the A-Trays and risking his life in a war to going to prison and hanging out with some A-Trays. He wouldn't be at war with his old rivals, but some new ones, being whites and Mexicans. Pretty Boy would engage in several riots and be a part of a lot in prison, especially with him being on a level 4 prison yard. But besides the negatives, Pretty Boy educated himself in prison and gained a different perspective about life, and even participated in a jail band.
I told you niggas, I knew this nigga was in a band. I told you niggas. I knew it, bruh. Look at this nigga, dog.
Him being a great guitarist. Pretty Boy
What I told you niggas, I knew this nigga look like, man, dog. I'll be
it
calling
wouldn't be
that
released
shit.
until 2015.
I knew
After
it.
being released from prison, Pretty Boy would start his free life on the right path, working jobs like construction and fully dedicating himself to his music, which he was a great guitarist, like I said before.
I told you
and showed off his
niggas.
skills all over social media.
I knew it.
After Pretty Boy's release, he would later do several interviews describing his life story with several platforms, like Kev Mac and Street TV. After so many years, Mustard Cody and Pretty Boy both being out of prison, they would hold convos and talk about seeing each other, and doing a meeting to do an interview, with them not seeing each other in over 30 years. But Mustard Cody would die on June 6, 2021, so that rekindle of their friendship never got to fully happen.
Damn.
Pretty Boy would be invited to Mustard Cody's funeral by his brother, and he would even speak at the funeral. Pretty Boy would continue to do several interviews and have an active presence on social media, promoting his music, and also preaching to the youth the effects of gangbanging off his experience in the streets and what it could cost you. But unfortunately, Pretty Boy would die on April 8th, 2024. Damn. Many people would come out to his funeral to celebrate his life. He may have started on a path of destruction, but his life ended in a lot of redemption and righting his wrongs. R.I.P. to him.
I told y'all niggas, man, that nigga Pretty Boy wasn't supposed to be no gangbanger, bro. He was supposed to be a motherfucking guitarist or some shit. Somewhere in somebody's band playing in that motherfucker touring the world instead of staying in California and risking his life and being a gangbanger, bro. That's crazy. But I called that shit. That's crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all feel about this shit in the comments, man. Smash that like button. Subscribe is free. Stop playing with me. Y'all already know what it is, man. I got through this motherfucking reaction. This shit was getting on my fucking nerve, dog. It's your boy Tony Rex. Rex Media. Get your Rex up. Let's get it.